Well, another good Christmas under my belt. My goodness, it's been a great time.
Oh my gosh, we made it, Dave! It's Santa!
Do you have a transporter room?
I can't believe we made it here in one piece. We're so excited to be here.
Amazing! Oh my goodness! Aren't you
Merry
cold?
Christmas.
Aren't you cold? Merry Christmas!
We are
Look,
cold.
Let us go inside. Mrs. Claus is waiting for us inside.
Mrs. Claus is here too.
We can go inside.
Oh, come, please.
I brought cookies.
Oh, this is going to be great. You'll love it.
Oh boy.
Oh, yes, please come in. My
This
goodness.
is great.
How are you, Mrs. Claus? Oh, my
Look at
goodness.
this place.
My goodness.
Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, my dear, you look half frozen. Here, take this.
You better put
Oh
that
my God!
Indeed,
Pull up the
indeed.
stool
Don't
right
lose your
next to the
cookie.
fire.
Indeed.
Don't
Oh,
lose
Oh,
it.
and you
Pull up,
brought
pull up.
cookies. My goodness, we're so full of milk and cookies here, but
my
always
word. My word.
We brought cookies. We brought eggnog cookies. Merry
oh my
Christmas.
goodness, how special.
Yes. And thank you so much for having us here at the North Pole. We know you've been super busy. Super busy.
Oh, it's that time of the year, you know.
Santa, I don't know. How do you do it?
Magically, basically, it's a very special program.
Very special
Very
program.
special program. Just like that.
Just
in
like
the
that.
twinkling of an eye. In the twinkling of an eye.
Well, I'm sure we have
That's
tons of
that's
questions.
how we met.
So many questions.
So many questions.
Mrs. Claus and I met in the twinkling of an eye.
Oh, tell us about that.
Well, well, it was a long time ago, you see.
Oh.
In a village by the sea.
Village by the sea. Sounds lovely.
And we won't go into details, but we've been together ever since, and we'll probably be together ever since.
Ever since.
Well, Mrs. Claus, we really want to know the inside story about, is Santa always jolly?
Well, every now and then he throws his back out carrying those heavy sacks of reindeer feed, but even that he takes with good humor.
Oh.
Do cookies help? Because Kristen brought.
I have.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, food
Oh,
always
excellent,
helps.
excellent.
Yes, please take some
That-
cookies.
Getting started for next year already.
I'm trying to watch my weight, you see.
Oh, you look great, Santa.
Most
Santa.
of what we do here, I have a large staff of elves to feed too. I spend a lot of time cooking.
I should have brought more cookies.
You should have. Not enough.
Well, we can
It was
probably
sweet
do
of you to
something
think
with
of
that.
A little
and-
magic, yes.
Indeed, indeed.
Yes. Now, what's your favorite cookie, Santa?
Well, my favorite cookie is cookies.
Cookies. Good answer.
What did you?
And this cookie is?
It's a cookie.
What kind?
That's an eggnog cookie.
An eggnog cookie, if you'll excuse me, dear.
Santa likes
Careful
my
with that
cookies.
eggnog cookie, folks. It gets kind of crazy.
I'm good now.
Wonderful.
Santa likes my cookies.
Wonderful.
Now, Santa, tell us the question I always want to know. Kristen Lagana barely made the cut this year on the nice list.
Barely.
What is it how do you decide? How do you decide who's on the naughty list and who's on the nice list?
Well, of course, I know when you're sleeping and I know when you're awake.
Oh my.
It's true.
So if we know when you've been good or bad, well,
You better be good for goodness sake.
that's right. And remember, it doesn't matter. On Christmas Day, you get what you get.
You get what you get. And that's what you got. That's right. So in this modern day of 2015, how are you keeping your list? Are you an Excel spreadsheet kind of guy? Do you use a tablet? Or is it an old-fashioned scroll and pen?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay.
We have one of the most complete, almost as good as Anne Arundel County, as one of the most complete computer systems in the world.
Very good.
And
have to.
but we also keep our bottles of ink full, and we always keep our quills sharpened.
It's always good to have backups.
That's right. Redundancy is the way to go.
I agree with you there.
One good
Little
Aurora can
CYA.
take out your entire system.
Indeed. Always have a backup.
That's very
Always.
Now, but you
Mrs. Claus is my backup.
Mrs. Claus mentioned off air that you can have problems with the Wi-Fi though because of is it the Aurora Borealis? How did I
Yes.
say that right?
Aurora
Yes,
Borealis.
you did.
Aurora
Northern
Borealis.
Lights.
Yeah, Northern Lights.
Yes.
They can jam the signal.
Actually, I've encountered northern lights in the South Pole, so we've encountered southern lights down there. So
Wow.
Southern Lights.
Southern
So
Lights.
How do you do it? Because I mean, there's over 90 million homes, and you're traveling. How fast is the sleigh?
Well, I'm told that it's the speed of sound, but we don't have a what is it called?
An odometer.
Odometer. We know how far we have to go, but we don't know how fast. So we don't have a
Wait,
speedometer.
it's a speedometer.
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 These modern. We don't have one of those in the sleigh, so we have to
Right.
take your word for it.
The reindeer know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. And in reality, you're not doing this in all one day. There's numerous time zones. So
Indeed.
you're even traveling as far as China and Korea.
Indeed, and when we get there, of course, we say "Annyeonghaseyo." If it's Korean, we say "Ni hao ma."
Santa knows everything.
In Chinese,
Santa knows everything.
"Konnichiwa." of course.
Konnichiwa.
Yes. yes. So,
Yes.
so yes, and on the other side, of course, we use Auf Wiedersehen. Well, that's when we're leaving.
I didn't even think about that. All the cookies from different countries.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not talking just chocolate
Yeah.
chip sugar cookies here. We're talking all kinds of
And
stuff.
they're all good. Every good.
All the
everyone.
cookies.
Peppercocker, Poodle, cardamom.
Oh,
Indeed.
sounds good.
And the rest of the year, Mrs. Claus makes a mean cookie.
What's your favorite cookie to make, Mrs. Claus?
To make,
To make?
probably the peppercocker.
Peppercocker.
That's my
That's-
favorite as well.
That's a Swedish cookie.
Yep,
The Swedish cookie.
I like that one.
Oh, sounds delightful. I'll have to try that.
The Swedish, the better.
The Swedish, the better. If they have it on Pinterest, I'll find it.
Now, what does Santa and Mrs. Claus, what do you get each other for Christmas?
Oh, good question.
Thank you.
Well,
It's a surprise.
Is it a secret?
well, you've probably heard this before, but Christmas is a state of mind more than it is one day of the year. And we celebrate Christmas all year round by being good to one another, by being nice.
That is
And do you know how much that costs? Absolutely nothing.
You don't have to get out of town on Thanksgiving Eve and rush out of the house after dinner and go find a deal. You've got it.
We've
And buy a
not-
Lexus with one of those big bows on it.
Yeah. I mean, those are nice.
Those are kind of nice.
They're kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're very nice. We do, I have to admit, I don't know if we've ever said this before live, but the day after Christmas, tomorrow, we'll be going to Rio de Janeiro.
Rio!
So you'll see.
Okay.
So you'll see a couple on the beach, and try to.
A little break from the
Yes, yes, indeed.
So you're so used to hearing, you won the Super Bowl. What are you going to do now? I'm going to Disneyland.
Right.
Santa's going to Rio.
We're going to Rio.
Congo line.
I love it. Now, Santa, you certainly, this outfit, and I heard Mrs. Claus made it, right? Kudos to you. But I think there's some detail, if you wouldn't mind showing everyone out there watching the detail in your suit.
Well, I need to. Obviously, I need to get some new garters.
Oh, okay.
Because my stockings are rather coming down a bit, but
You're not eating enough cookies.
it's all going up to the top. Well, if I may, what I'd like to do is I'll show
Is
you.
this the Rio outfit we're about to see?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're getting there.
Oh,
If I
my.
may.
Whoa.
There's so many accessories.
So we will. I should have worn my chapeau today. It's a little embroidered thing. A little.
Look at this.
Oh, yeah, I love my
Crocheted.
chapeau and my other jacket.
But you see, we decided to try to keep up with the times. So we are basically a blend between the old world and the new world.
I love it. Look at all the
Beautiful.
buttons. That's
Yes,
great.
indeed. So actually, we have a little pocket for those last minute notes in here. So
Self-help.
Mrs. Claus realized that there we go. Sometimes this is called a frock coat, by the way. It comes down below.
I'm learning so much today.
This, by the way, is an old vest I've had since the 1700s, actually, and it has nice pockets in it. Oh, look, a harmonica.
Harmonica!
In German, that's Mundharmonika. Mund meaning mouth.
Can you play a Christmas song on
Oh,
that?
I could probably do that. Let me show you the rest here, if I
Okay.
may, Mrs. Claus. So basically,
I'm seeing suspenders.
a lot of
looking
buttons
out.
here, a lot of buttons. So basically,
Now, Santa, is this going to be okay for the kids?
I think this will be just fine for the
Okay.
children.
Oh, here we go.
Absolutely.
Here we go. It's getting
Suspenders,
real
Dave.
now.
Look at
Absolutely.
this. It's up the back.
So yes, indeed. Let's see. We
That
have
is fantastic.
on this side we have some
Go
nice
ahead, do a little
suspenders.
spin. Yeah.
Indeed. And these pockets, Mrs. Claus made especially. They're called mule ear pockets.
Oh, mule ears.
And so they actually have a button here, and you can undo the button,
Oh.
and They fold down.
Look at that. Look at the
See.
detail on that.
That
Yeah.
is gorgeous.
You can't get something like that at like Forever 21.
On the
dude.
back, there
No.
is a gore, and it actually ties so that
We'll
when
take
I-
your word for that.
well, yes, but indeed, when I have to let out a bit,
Let
I can
out a
just,
bit, yeah.
just undo that and such.
You want
But,
another cookie?
Just maybe, perhaps one. Thank you.
Well, Santa and Mrs. Claus, we're going to have to get started on our next year of being nice.
Oh yeah, especially you.
What? I did pretty well this year. I was pretty good.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
all told, I was pretty good.
Right.
I mean, we know you just made the cut
I
by
know, just made
this
the-
much.
This class.
If
so-
all we're told, we couldn't print it here.
Right.
Probably for you. We can,
Santa, our audience doesn't need to know all that. That's just
well-
a list that you keep confidential, right?
well, remember, there's always time to turn around.
That's right.
Always time.
Well, I want to speak for all the children out there
Yes.
and say thank you to Santa and thank you to Mrs. Claus for helping all of the little children get everything that they wanted today for Christmas.
Yes.
Whether it's a gift or whether it is just time with their families or whether it is peace on earth, we'll take all of that.
As Mrs. Claus said, the best gift you can give is being kind to one another.
Beautiful, beautiful.
How about a song to take us out to the break?
Very well, but before we do, before you go, I just wanted to let you know that things do change. Technology changes. We're here. We're live with folks out in their homes today. We're having a great time. One of the technology changes that's helped me and my back, and Mrs. Claus secondarily, is the fact that because there's so many children and so many opportunities, we're very thankful that the Polar Express is there.
Oh, I love the Polar Express.
Oh, it's so great because you can only put so much in a sleigh. You can only put so much, and it gets bigger every year. And what's nice, all throughout the world, we can swoop down, pick up a new bag, be on our way, and those mail clerks at the Polar Express, they know just where the toys go and where the bag goes, and they go ahead of us, and they drop the bags, and we swoop down, pick them up. So things are so
great
much
system.
better than the
Many
old days.
thanks to the Polar Express.
Indeed, indeed.
Just like
what-
Anne Arundel County, always craving
Always
new
on time.
ingenuity.
Anne Arundel County, always on time.
Technology.
What do you
All
got
right.
for us?
Better not park, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list of definite types. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
To